Hey everyone, this we still need to do the potentiometer, but I was thinking sort of lever a hinged system. If we have to use this guy instead of just a mash button, it would be pretty easy to use just a mash button, a mash and a flexible piece of metal, just so that you can just squish it and it knows that it's on. Otherwise, we can use something with like a hinge here, so that way when you do this little bit of motion, with a hinge around this way, this distance, could potentially move this very far enough to register so that we have a go no go. This here is just the beginnings of a housing, just to test out something. It's not matched perfectly. Josh is working on a better design of the gun that pieces really fit well, but this is just a concept piece. Another portion that would come off of this, it would come off towards the front. This, I guess the whole thing carved around this guy, but grab onto these, and then the final piece would block on top of this so that this could be locked in place, because as Josh mentioned, if this thing rotates, then we're not getting the right readings, but it seems to sit fairly well in place. But anyways, we can lock that. Finally, what this does, it slides onto there, and I'll push this out. So that's like the locking mechanism that we can have with a cotter pin or something, or whatever we need. And then that comes off. But when it's engaged with the lock in there, this thing doesn't budge. So that is one method. Josh is working on something that he has for his Bose sight. So maybe these two are similar, maybe they mesh, maybe one works better than the other. But this one, let's see, is dead firm. It's just not budging, which is what we want for all of our housing, so that's great. We will want the housing to be ready depending on how things go. I guess we'll find out soon enough. We'll find out tomorrow if we're using 6 lasers or less. If we can't get the calculations, if my math teacher isn't able to help us, then we have to go with the gyro. I asked Hernan to let me know if the fancy expensive $1,000 gyro could be used, so hopefully he will get back to me soon.